Hey guys, I'm Colwen back with another Transformers video, and yes, finally I have Legacy Evolution Robots in Disguise Universe Strongarm with the original 2015 Robots in Disguise Strongarm. So, we'll talk about her, but first let's talk about the new Strongarm's packaging. We've got the Strongarm in vehicle mode, again, the open box design, but she is complete. Got the cross cells on one side. We've got a nice artistic impression of her on this side. I did get this at Ollie's actually for $13, and I'm very glad about that. On the back, we can see some pictures of Strongarm in her robot mode, and I kind of gotta say I'm already liking the newer one better, but we will get into that. So let me go ahead and get her out of the box. Okay, so I've got the Legacy Strongarm out of the box, and I've got the little paper blind bag, and we have a normal colored blaster. And I'm serious, Hasbro, you guys gotta start doing these in different crazy colors, and you know that'll get people to want to buy extras and duplicates and stuff. Oh no. We're gonna need a blast effect part. Hold on a second. Yeah, let's see if this one will work. It's not the same color. It's not really the same shape, but oh, hey. Okay, so she is Blue Effect compatible. Now this is the little Armorizer Minicon partner Strongarm. Now, I will be talking about her a little bit and comparing her, but this is really about the main two. So, I'm going to put her off to the side. I did her own video at one point. Let's bring her back in. Let's bring over Film Noir Spider-Man. We've got Scourge. Hubcap, you're a lady killer. You just assaulted a police officer, man. How could you? You assaulted a police officer. There's Soda Can. So the you can see the old one and the new one are pretty close in height. Let me bring in Barricade and Dead Autobot. The old one holds up pretty good in scale. The articulation between the old one and the smaller one is actually pretty similar, with the bowl jointed hips and the up and down hinge and the bowl jointed shoulders and the weirdly shaped arms. And you can see that on the older one. She is bulkier. She carries a good chunk of her vehicle kibble just straight off her back. Can you see that? It's just mounted straight into her back. The head sculpt isn't too bad, but it's actually really not very accurate to the show. It's kind of a little off. There's just something weird about it. She has these hinge pieces here and bowl-jointed shoulders with the weird flat swivel thing going on. And then another hinge down here for the elbow. The smaller one has bowl joints in there. And her shoulder armor actually isn't very accurate to her on-screen counterpart. The legs are nice and big and bulky and chunky, and you can take the kibble and make a nice cape off the back, but you're really supposed to fold it all the way up like that, and you end up with this really big, ugly backpack thing going on. She does have the Autobot logo for the little scan thing. You want to scan that for your game if anyone's still playing that. She's got a waist joint, she's got a bowl joint hip, and a nice knee. Nothing really at the ankle, there's that, but that is absolutely for transformation. And she's got all this hollow gappiness going on. Like, there's a lot of cheaping out with the mold here. I still like it. For when she came out, she was actually pretty damn good. And still is a pretty good figure. So, like, I kind of crap on it a little bit, but she's not bad. The only reason I crap on her so much is because the newer one is so much better. Like, wow, the newer one is better. The head sculpt is more accurate. It's got a nice bowl joint. The other one had a decent bowl joint. She's got the properly designed shoulders. The smaller one was able to pull that off, but the Deluxe one wasn't able to. And then, so here, you can see on the smaller one, they have the hood folding down over the back, and then these little wing door panel things, they put that into the newer one. It really is interesting how the newer one is a mixture of ideas of the smaller Minicon one and the Warrior class one. Yeah, remember, also, Warrior class wasn't Deluxe class. Warrior class was a lower priced one, so they actually kind of make sense that they will cheap out a little bit. The gun is a lot more screen accurate. Let me go ahead and pull that out of her hand, though it is made out of a smoky clear plastic, but it's not too bad actually. The newer one, that backpack is so much more compact, and when you lift it up, they sculpted a proper back for her. And look at that rear end. Like, dude, RC is kind of got some competition here, you know what I mean? She's got the nice slender torso. She's got this bulky chest armor and bulky arm armor. It's like she wanted a bunch of armor, but still wanted to be maneuverable and fast enough to run around and jump over stuff, so she didn't restrict the parts she didn't want to restrict, you know? These big old clodhopper boots that don't have any stuff hanging off them. It just all folds up in a way, and, you know, even when they have the space-saving stuff in here, they still mold it in a way that's like, no, that's the pistons and whatnot, and there's a little gappage here in the arm, but it's not terrible. And they've got the shoulder armor thing. Like, these could be like laser cannons mounted on her shoulders. It's like, dude. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I had to go cough up my lungs. Have I talked about she has a waist joint? She's got universal jointed hips, nice knees, nice big clodhopper boots. Not really any ankle rotation or anything, but, you know, that's kind of helpful. I like how they've compacted everything together. Like I said earlier, it really is like you have this design in stages, you know, where you have the kind of not very well put together one, and then the better one, but smaller, and then this one. It's good stuff to see. Let me go ahead and disarm the older Strongarm, and we'll go ahead and transform her by flipping her feet around like so. Then you peg the legs together and you twist her around like that. The arms are going to this one has some really tight hinges and pegs and stuff, which is kind of nice to see. You're going to take your chest plate here and fold this down. Then you're going to take this hinge assembly, and this is going to get rotated up. Okay, yeah. Oh. Yeah, no, yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. So that you've got these spots, I don't know what to call them, exposed. Bring the arms up and over her head. The shoulders need to line up with her back, like so. And you're going to want to tab those in right there. Take the arms with those open panels, and using that hinge up next to the tire, bring the panel up and over, and that's all going to peg in place. Then this panel also is going to come up and over and pegged into place. Alright, straighten everything out back here, and then these tabs here are going to peg in there and there, and then we can just close the doors down. There's these tabs and pins up. Everything wants to, if I push too hard on one spot, other things pop out of place. That is probably one of the more annoying aspects of this figure. There we go. We can either mount the gun on top, or you can use this peg port down here that was exposed during transformation to peg that underneath there. I like this. So let's take a look at the Minicon one. Just go ahead and transform her. Line up her shoulders going upwards. Take the arms and straighten them down and tab them into place. Take the feet and fold them in. Then fold the entire back legs up and over into her torso. Take the arms, and these shoulder hinges in here are going to hinge upwards and around the side of her head. Take the hood piece and bring that down off of her back, and then you can tab that into place, and then tab all these other things into place. And there we go. Nice, quick, simple transformation. Put her over there. Now, Legacy Strongarm. Ooh, she's good, though. She's good. So, I'm going to come down here to her legs. I'm going to flip these panels out of her legs. Alright? Take the legs, and using this spot here at the knees, tap them together. There is a double hinge inside of her legs. Hinge those upwards. Flip the feet around. And then turn the entire waist all the way around. Okay? Take the shoulders and paste them going upwards. Take the arms and tab them into the shoulders. There we go. And then back here, these quarter panels can tab into the arms. So tab the arm in there, tab the shoulder into the arm, okay? We're going to take the backpack here, fold it out. You can do things with this backpack actually. I actually didn't talk about that, did I? Bring the hood forward. There's a double hinge assembly in here. Let me open this back up. See? Up inside there, there's a hinge at her back, and then there's a hinge on the backpack. So you can move that whole backpack back and forth. And if you're so inclined, you can hinge these car doors down to kind of give her wings a little bit, or do different things with it in the robot mode. So let me twist that back around and tab that into place. The hood is going to clip between the front fenders. There we go. Like so. And then back here on the tailgate, that is going to peg into either tab into either side of the fenders. And the roof tabs into the sides of the arms. There's tabs on the inside of the arms there that the roof tabs into, and there we have her in a much more screen accurate. Let's go ahead and show them off by size. Let's bring in Film Noir Spider-Man. Let's bring in Scourge and Hubcap and Soda Can. You can see how these girls scale up between each other and the other figures. Seeing her chase down Hotshot here, that would actually be pretty cool. I need to, that might be fun. Let me bring back in the dead car guy and the barricade. So yeah, that's their vehicle modes. Like, okay, this one is huge, but look how much empty wasted space there is in it. This is more so of a kid's toy. This one here had the interesting Minicon gimmick going on, and it's Legion scale, so it's meant for the smaller play sets. It does its own cool little things. The doors hinging up and down is nice. It's got the molded in headlights, roof lights like the old one. But this one, oh my goodness, okay, like, the newer one is really, really good. This one's chunky and durable. It's got some nice painting and stuff. It's got the Autobot symbol in there. It's alright. But this one, look at that undercarriage. Let's compare the underside, how much empty space there is in the old one. we can take her gun, and she's got side ports in her legs and in her feet, in her arms, and then one on the back here. So yes, you could, and even there's siege ports in her feet. So if you're so inclined, you could really armor her up, load her down with a bunch of weapons. That'd be really cool for her to run around with cog hanging off her back. I like the clear, translucent running lights, and I don't like that the doors are made out of clear plastic. They should have just painted that all black. This should have all been black. Like, I'm scared. Like, comment, subscribe, please. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm scared about that big old hinge in there eventually breaking, and just, clear plastic is scary. But this on top is a really good use of clear plastic. They're all good, really. If you can get the old one still, the original RID one for like 20 bucks off of eBay. That's a great price for it. It was like $10, $12 when she first came out. Yeah, she was about maybe $14 actually. No, she was about $14, $15 when she came out, because the Siege and the other stuff was like 20 bucks each. The mid-scale one is alright. It's good for interacting with your other Legion scale figures. It has that cool added little gimmick going on there with the shark minicon thing. Go check out her review. This one is peak Strongarm. They knocked it out of the park. This is what I wish she was back then. But you guys know me. I like having the multiple versions, and I am glad I like this one. I missed this one. This one's great. If you can, get all three. By all means, please. Buy all three. But if you can only afford one, I'd get the newest one. She is really, really good. I'm Colwen. I've been talking about all the various Strongarm iterations. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye. So here's the 3 Strongarms in their vehicle modes. It's funny how the older one is so much bigger than the newer one, but the newer one compacts everything down a lot better, and the older one has a lot of empty space. And the newer one shares several transformation ideas with the mid-scale one. It's kind of like the evolution was the warrior class, the minicon, and then the legacy, and you can see how they improved on the transformation design. It's really cool to see. Alright, so I'm shooting this as part of the this is the different Strongarms for variants. And I want to point out that the newer one, you can actually flip the doors around, so you can get kind of the door wing thing off of the minicon version. And the original IRD version, if you want, you can open up these panels and hold her arms up in front of her face to get kind of a shield thing going on. I like that. So, alright.